Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, I'm going to apologize because I sound like this. If you have followed the channel at all, you know every spring and every fall, I have like a week or two where I sound like this. Here we are again. Thank you, allergies. But I feel good. I just sound crazy. So, I have a lot to discuss with you. But sounding like this, I'm going to have my favorite partner in crime, my favorite fellow private jet rider, do some of the talking for me. So say hi.
Cool. We get to commit crimes.
Yeah.
Let's steal a jet and fly somewhere cool,
Yes.
but not preach about the environment. But hey, this is Jay. You may know me as Dr. Bad Vibes. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch. And we're here to talk about hypocrisy.
Yeah.
It's like if Captain Planet drove a diesel bulldozer through the rainforest.
Yeah, so these wankers are in the news again. And you guys, it's just unbelievable. So, first of all, let me just start off with this. Harry has previously said he takes commercial flights 99% of his life. Although, once again, we find him saying and doing the complete opposite. So, we just got off him flying private. I mean, once again, what else is new, right? This is something that they do quite often. And yeah, it turns out he was just giving another speech about climate change and how every choice matters, every action matters.
I think this just speaks about how tone deaf a lot of celebrities are. I mean, we don't have to really elaborate on these two because we're all well aware, but this is like the low hanging fruit to criticize. It's like pick. There's so many celebrities or people that think that their opinion matters more than the rest of us that preach about going green, climate change, protecting the environment, whatever. But then they fly a private jet around the world multiple times to say this.
To get to their yacht.
Yeah, and then take 10 vacations on the way home, and then boat their yacht out to wherever. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And here they are doing the same. It's not the first time they've done it either. I mean, this isn't new. It's just one of those things. It's like, how tone deaf are you? Do you not pay attention to what you do and say? So that being said, after coming off the heels off their multiple vacations through private jets, not commercial, if he's ever flown commercial without the plane being cleared out, I would be shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely have an affinity for private jets. Weren't they trying to get a ride home on Air Force One?
Yeah.
That's not what somebody. It's like, oh, I guess I'll just have to fly coach. I couldn't fly with the president of the United States. Yeah, that's what everybody's option is.
Totally.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Unless, I mean, maybe he's implying he was born yesterday and he's taken,
It makes so much more sense.
yeah, and he flew commercial out to where he is now, the Grand Prix. So Harry the petrolhead, Duke of Sussex, looks cool in aviators as he goes behind the scenes at the U.S. Grand Prix ahead of the Circuit of the Americas.
They spelled dickhead wrong.
Yeah, it's hard. It must have been autocorrect. But what says going green and climate change more than, you know, don't get me wrong, I like race cars, but driving very fast,
In circles.
yeah, in circles for hundreds of laps for hours at a time, But hey,
Yeah.
rules for thee, not for me.
That's right. No, you're so right. I always say the same. I don't give a shit. If you want to fly private, but you don't get to go lecture the rest of us common folk about why we shouldn't do it. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I hate how all of this has become such a talking point and so political. I like cars. Ideally, I'd like an electric car. I'd still like to have a gas car. That's called alternatives. That's just me. But I'm not going to go around and lecture everybody about it. If you don't want one or the other, fine, don't buy it. I don't care.
I mean, these are the same assholes that bash the family and then beg for titles, or insist on titles and insist on people calling them by their title. So the hypocrisy is just never ceasing.
Yeah, I've never really thought about it till just now. That's probably what defines this whole
Everything?
infamy of these two. Like everything is hypocritical.
Oh, yeah.
It's like say everything bad about all these people your family, your in-laws, your in-law shit,
Tradition, yeah.
tradition. Say all this, go away. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. But hey, still call me Prince.
That's right.
Still call us Duke and Duchess.
That's right.
Also, still give us money.
Yes.
We want to work hard. We want to make it on our own, but still give us money.
Yeah.
And also, while we're working hard, that 1 hour a week, we're going to make this podcast succeed. Oh no, we're not. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she accepts feminism awards and insists on using the title that you can only achieve through marriage while clinging on and staring at her doofus husband. I mean, it's unbelievable hypocrisy. That's what keeps me riveted. That's what has me losing my voice, screaming in the microphone about this stuff.
So that being said, cars go vroom.
That's right.
I'm Jen. I'm going to keep doing my video because my voice sounds great and I have boobs. Actually, no, this is Jay. I'm going to read all this. So Prince Harry looked enthusiastic as he was spotted at a racetrack in Austin, Texas this afternoon ahead of the Grand Prix of the United States. The Duke of Sussex, 39.
You don't say his title.
Yeah.
Call him Dumberton.
The Duke of Suckass.
Yeah, there you go.
Wore a black polo shirt and a pair of sunglasses as he went behind the scenes to meet the Mercedes and Red Bull teams. The Red Bull teams, they just chug Red Bull and they run. They just run on foot. They place higher than you'd expect.
They wear the cars like the Halloween costumes.
Yeah. Spotted in the garage while wearing his lanyard, the dunce,
Yes.
who has previously revealed he used to race Grand Prix winner Johnny Herbert in go-karting. What? Okay, it's like yeah. Okay, I used to play Call of Duty with an army medic, so
that makes you an expert.
there's that. So, anyways, this all comes after the Duke, the Dick and Meghan Markle, 42, were spotted touching back down in the U.S. following a trip to the island of, I forgot how you say that island in the Grenadines. So again, without kids, you know who would probably like race cars? Kids.
Yeah.
You know who liked race cars when he was a kid? Me, kid.
You want to go with Harry?
No, I don't want to go with Harry. I want to see race cars. Any kid wants to see race cars, but they
can't be bothered.
They can't be bothered.
Again, hypocrisy.
Yeah, let's talk about how to raise kids and do all the cool stuff and not let them see race cars.
That's right.
The funnest thing ever.
Or go to a sporting event like Invictus, where kids would probably enjoy seeing people compete. Yeah, let's not do that.
It was recently revealed that the Suckass's trip to Canada was taken in a private jet just days after the couple had spoken at a conference discussing the impact of climate change on mental health. That's
Make that make
that's
sense.
quite a connection. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're like huffing gasoline or I don't know, maybe waterboarding yourself under the melting polar ice cap.
Oh,
I don't know how to, something's depriving your brain of oxygen.
Something's depriving Harry's brain of oxygen.
Yeah.
But the two things that dude should not speak on.
Well, yeah, it's like one, that's a stretch of a connection to make right there, and two, like it's like they said, what are the two things we're the most unqualified to speak about? I know, let's act insane and fly a private jet across the country to talk about climate change and mental health. Mission accomplished.
Yay. And don't forget parenting. Their priorities are those kids, right? That's why they keep leaving them, but they're definitely qualified to discuss parenting with people as well. Next up, they'll be lecturing us all on how to live on a budget. So yeah, Doofus released a bunch of pictures today of himself at this race, and the pictures are even more ridiculous than you might have imagined. So I just thought, well, I'll squeak into the mic and Jay will talk in the mic and we'll just kind of laugh about them. Here we go. So first of all, I couldn't help it. This is all I see now when I see Doofus. Jay, could you hit us with a Beavis voice, please?
Me tippy for my bunghole.
Lecture us on climate change, will you, Prince Harry?
Less fire. Less fire.
Yes, I'm here to talk about my detailed knowledge on automobiles. You mechanics can learn something from me. They're really quite simple. You get 4 wheels and dig up a dinosaur and light it on fire until it explodes and it pushes the car forward. Rinse and repeat. That easy. I basically invented cars.
I just don't understand who's inviting Doofus to come to events like this. I can't imagine He's a great conversationalist or really fun to be around. It's just unbelievable. But yet, here we are again.
Well, and for someone to be so outspoken on climate change and how we got to go green and blah, 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 whatever he said, I hadn't really paid attention to it. But, you get the gist. You think a place full of gearheads and race cars and drivers and mechanics, they'd be like, oh, this is that guy that thinks we should stop doing what we're doing. But he's going to come here and be like, cool, this is fun. It's like, it makes no sense. It's like saying, it's like trying to ban, I don't know, like a city trying to ban trans fats and then, the fair coming in town and having deep fried Snickers. It's like, what?
Wait, did you do that? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a challenge. I've gone to the fair and eaten the dumbest stuff possible.
Cornflake chicken.
Cornflake chicken. Poor man's tempura, if you ask me.
I was about to lay into him some more, and then I saw this picture, and I just get a shiver down my spine, and not in the sexy way. It's like Templeton with his beady eyes staring into my soul. I cannot. Oh, gosh.
Hey, Megan, you got any apple cores? Maybe we can stick them in the gas tank and the car will run climate change friendly.
Wow. There are 2 more pictures of Doofus I want to discuss. This one here, because when's the last time you saw him smile like that? Not any time Meghan's around. It's only when he's getting to do things like this without her that you see him like open mouth, like happy, genuine smile, which is kind of funny to think about. The other picture I want to discuss is this. Speaking of mental health, look at this. Okay, so does this look familiar? It should. Think about what he just did when he went to court, a couple months ago, and he accidentally, on purpose, hit that photographer, right? And we got the pictures of it, and the photographer was reacting like, what the hell are you doing, man? And it appears like Harry's done it yet again. Just another reminder not to let yourself accidentally feel sorry for this guy. He's a dickhead. He's a douchebag. He's all the things.
Yes, a big bag of vinegar water that will leave you feeling not so fresh. Just a freaking mood killer. Hypocritical and out of touch. I mean,
Sums them both up.
Yeah, really both of them. It's like, in general, how do they not understand that nobody cares what they have to say? It's like, just be quiet, but they can't help it. It's like a compulsion to be seen, yet scream for privacy, to speak, yet make no sense. It's so
out of touch.
The whole thing's just so mind-numbing. Like, again, I wouldn't know about any of this if it wasn't for Jen and her channel, but I see the attraction to it because it's so ridiculous. Like, I haven't seen people act like this.
Narcissism at its finest.
Yeah, I guess it's narcissism and just that hunger for fame and money, mainly money, but attention, but don't pay attention to us. So,
speaking of attention, tell people where to find you.
Speaking of attention, look at me. I'm on camera on a new YouTube channel called Dr. Bad Vibes Speaks. And you can also find me on Twitch and my video game stuff, my old channel, Dr. Bad Vibes. And moving forward, hot news that just broke. Twitch has actually, the whole reason I was going Twitch exclusive is they don't let you multi-stream. And guess what? They just announced a couple days, like, yeah, we're cool with you multi-streaming. So if you want to catch my streams, they will still be on Twitch. That's going to be the priority. But I will simul-stream probably to the video game channel. And then Dr. Bad Vibe Speaks will be the, basically the talking points, the non-video game stuff. I'll edit that and put those up after the fact. So I appreciate everybody that's followed me. If you haven't, it's twitch.tv/Dr. Bad Vibes, and then Dr. Bad Vibes and Dr. Bad Vibes Speaks on YouTube.
And since my voice sucks, can you honk at everybody?
Honk, honk. Show us those honkers, and we'll show you ours.
Also, you said catch my streams, which sounds vaguely dirty, but guys, thank you so much for being here. Again, apologies for the voice. Hopefully I'll be back soon. I feel great. I sound crazy, so we'll get that taken care of. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you for everything. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this as these two continue to do ridiculous things. I will continue to talk about it. Thanks for everything. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Take care. Bye-bye.